gentlelady for allowing me the time to join her here today to talk about what this government can and should be doing to help the private sector grow jobs. Period. That's what we're about. We want to help small businesses grow jobs. You know, this is a statistic most of us are familiar with. Close to 2/3 of every new job, of all new jobs, come from small businesses. They are truly the backbone of our economy. So what if this government started by saying, what can we do to help you, not hurt you or impede your success? And that's what this Congress is going to be doing this week as we consider the Regulatory Flexibility Act, H.R. 527. It's a bill that strengthens existing law. It simply says if a federal rule is killing jobs, if a federal agency is then required to find a rule that's less burdensome. It's pretty cut and dry. It's something we should be doing already, but we actually have to pass a bill to require it. You know, when the federal agencies here in Washington, D.C. issue one rule after another, small businesses pay the price and our economy loses jobs. For instance, take Summerockus vacuum pumps in my neck of the woods in southwest Washington, business manufacturer. You know, when I visit this business, I see a thriving facility with people at work. They're assembling products that help our economy grow. But Summerockus vacuum pumps don't have a huge team of lawyers and business accountants and to handle the regulatory details. They actually need regulatory specialists to navigate the maze of federal rules. They don't have the money, but you know, they just might need it. I actually brought the reason why I think they might need that. Mr. Speaker, this is pretty heavy. This is actually the list of federal rules and regulations just for half of November. This doesn't even represent the entire month. These books I have right here represent about 2 weeks worth of federal regulations and rules that Summerockus vacuum pumps has to navigate. Let me show you, if I may, just the rules from the last 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, right here. You know, part of the reason we're here today is to illustrate the need to make it simpler and easier for small businesses to navigate this federal maze. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is Monday, this is Tuesday, and this is Wednesday. 3 days worth of rules that Summerockus vacuum pumps in southwest Washington is going to need help navigating. It shouldn't be this way, Mr. Speaker, which is why this week we're working very hard. We're going to pass a bill that says if these rules and burdens, it puts the proof and the burden back on the government. If these rules are too burdensome, the federal government needs to find a better way to put forward its regulations. You know, another rule that's really important, it's working its way through the Environmental Protection Agency and through the courts. It's called the Forest Roads Rule. It's also very impactful to southwest Washington. It's crippling in that it overturns 35 years of environmental policy and would require a federal permit on every single forest road. In essence, you'd have to get the same federal permit for a road through your privately owned forest land that you would have to get for factories and industrial sites. That's not necessary. Let's consider the impacts on public land. According to the U.S. Forest Service, it would require that agency alone 10 years to obtain the 400,000 permits necessary for the roads on public lands. What would that do to Rick Dunning, who owns a small tree farm in Clark County, Washington? He's not the U.S. Forest Service. He doesn't have unlimited lawyers and resources. He has to do this on his own. That's what we're here tonight to do, is to make it easier on these small business owners to operate in our regions and grow our economy. So with that, I thank the gentlelady for the time to talk about my support for the Regulatory Flexibility Act, for what we're doing to help grow jobs in small businesses. I yield.